Hello guys, hope you all are fine, safe. Now I'm covering this class with the profitability ratio. So in profitability ratio students, it's very easy. There are 7 formulas in it. The first 4 formulas are very easy, even no need to learn it. If I ask you what is gross profit ratio, it's the formula is in name itself, gross profit ratio. So gross profit upon revenue from operation into 100. So first 4 formulas, your denominator is same, RFO, revenue from operation. So for the first 4 formulas, your denominator is RFO and you have to multiply fraction with the 100 so that you get the answer in percentage. So first 4 formula students not to learn. It's very easy. If I ask you gross profit ratio, your numerator is gross profit. Denominator, as I said, it's same, RFO into 100. Am I clear? Take another formula, net profit ratio. So the formula is again easy, net profit upon RFO into 100. So operating ratio, again same thing, operating cost upon RFO into 100. Now how to get operating cost? You have to add two things, cost of RFO and operating expenses. When you add these two, you get operating cost, and your formula is operating cost upon RFO into 100. And operating profit ratio, fourth one, operating profit upon RFO into 100. So first 4 formulas, students, not to learn only. It's very simple and easy to keep in your mind. Your denominator for the first 4 formula same, RFO, and fraction into 100, so that all 4 formulas you get answered in percentage. Now remaining 3 formulas, in all, in profitability ratio, in the last group you have 7 formulas. So you may first feel that there are 7 formulas, but out of 7, 4 I said very easy. So remaining 3 only you will have to learn. Understood? Clear? Let's get back to this thing, profitability ratio. Now see students, in this group, since the formula is very easy, but the solving is not that easy. You have to use solving formula. I call it as a solving formula. So I have made a list of solving formula. These formulas will help you to solve the sum. Let's see. Solving formulae. Number 1, cost of RFO. Now most of the sum, they may not give you cost of RFO. So I have listed here 3 formulas. Now out of these 3 formulas, which one to use? That is a question mark. The answer is, it depends on what they have given you in the question. What info they have given. So based on the info they have given in the sum, accordingly you have to use any one of this. Clear? Let's see one by one. The first formula to find cost of RFO. Cost of RFO, students, is same only, cost of goods sold. In class 11, you used to call it as this, cost of goods sold. But this term you don't use. This was for class 11. In class 12, you never write this word term. You have to always write cost of RFO. Never use this term. So avoid using this term, avoid saying this term. Just say cost of RFO. It is same like cost of goods sold. Clear? Now, the formula is opening stock, that is opening inventory, plus purchases. If they are given return, you have to minus. So purchases minus purchase return. Then you have to add direct expenses. Which are your direct expenses? Which comes in trading account? Remember this way. What comes in trading account? Wages, factory rent, factory insurance, carriage inward, freight inward. All these things are examples of trading account. So all trading account expenses are direct expenses. Am I clear with this? Minus closing stock. So it's very simple formula. Opening stock plus purchase plus direct expense minus closing stock will give you cost of RFO. Or a very small formula, RFO minus gross profit. What is RFO, students? It's nothing but sales only. So sales minus gross profit will give you cost of RFO. This I will make it simple, students. What was your formula in school? I am writing school ka formula, and then after writing school formula, I will resemble it. See, in school you used to write this way. Cost price equal to selling price minus profit. It's same formula only. But instead of writing cost price, what you will write it as cost of RFO. This I am just giving you so that you remember easily in your head. You don't have to mug up, you don't have to learn it. So just resemble the formula. This is your school ka formula which you know very well. Cost price is equal to selling price minus profit. Just replace it. Cost price means cost of RFO. Selling price means sales RFO. And profit means gross profit. So this you just take down as a resemble. When you resemble the things, when you link it, it will be very easy to keep in your head. Okay. Now, also students, while watching this video, I want you to copy this down. Okay. You can pause the video and you can copy it down. Okay. So this is your second formula, or the third one is this. Now, third formula is as per schedule 3. I'm talking about schedule 3 of income statement, that is part 2. So income statement, this is when they give you income statement in the question. These are the items which will be given to you and you have to add up to get the cost of RFO. So what comes first? Cost of material consumed. Cost of material consumed plus purchases of stock in trade. When you see income statement, students, you have textbook with you. Open textbook part B, and in that you find out format for income statement. I have explained you. Just go through that format of income statement. When you see that format of income statement, you will find these items. You just cross check, open your book and see this video and find out these items are there. So this is formula as per schedule 3. Cost of material consumed plus purchase of stock in trade plus change in inventory plus direct expenses. What are direct expenses? Which comes in trading account. In schedule 3 you won't find this item. This item you won't find in schedule 3, but it will be somewhere given in note to account, this trading account item. So that you have to consider, carriage inward or freight inward or wages. This will be given in note to account that you have to consider for this formula. So when to use this third formula? When in question they give you schedule 3 income statement, then you use this formula. Am I clear? So I explained you 3 formula for cost of RFO. This is a normal formula. This is school level formula to find any one missing item. There are 3 variables: cost of RFO, RFO, gross profit. Any out of 3 variable, any one missing, you can use this formula to find the third one. And this is your schedule 3 ka formula. Am I clear with all the 3 formula? Student, this is very important for this group, profitability ratio. Very important solving formula. Now, second, operating profit. How to find operating profit? There are again 2 formula for operating profit, to find operating profit. Number 1, this is your first formula. First formula is gross profit minus your operating expenses. What comes under operating expenses? Office expenses and selling and distribution expenses. I am repeating it. Students, take a note in your notebook. Don't just watch this video. Also write along with me. Operating expenses covers office expenses plus selling and distribution expenses. Office expenses is also called administrative expenses. I have written in short here. Admin expenses plus selling and distribution expenses. Together, this is plus. Together they make up operating expenses. Operating expenses you will minus from your gross profit to get the operating profit. This I call it as a direct formula. This is very direct. From your gross profit, you minus your P&L account ka expenses and you get the operating profit. This is your direct formula. Or indirect formula. I call this formula as indirect formula. Now what is your indirect formula? Operating profit equal to net profit. You are going reverse now. That's why I have written indirect. You are going reverse. If you are going reverse, students, expenses normally you minus, but see what you are doing here. You are adding it. Income, normally income what you do? income you add, but you are going indirect. So see what you are doing, minus. So be careful here, students. It's an indirect formula from net profit. In your net profit, you add non-operating expenses minus non-operating income. Now you will ask what comes under this non-operating expense. There are two items, students, under this. One is interest on long-term borrowing. So long-term borrowing you pay. Students, this is interest paid. That's why it is an expense. Interest on long-term borrowing. Second item is loss on sale of fixed asset or investment. Now these two items, just you reverse it, it will be your non-operating income. This is interest paid. Here I am writing interest received on investment. Students, you will also remember this way. This is the technique to keep both the items in mind. Opposite of these two is your non-operating income. So non-operating expenses, non-operating income. You have two items in this. Loss ka opposite, profit on sale of fixed asset and investment. So these are the two items which comes under non-operating expenses. These are two items which comes under non-operating income. I want you students to copy this down along with this video. If you don't get time to copy it down, just pause the video and copy it down. Am I clear? So this is how you will remember both the items of non-operating expense and income. Both are opposite. Interest paid, interest received. Loss on sale, profit on sale. Am I clear? So these are the solving formula which will help you to solve profitability growth. Clear? Let's take one chotu sa example here. Calculate gross profit ratio from the following. Now they have given two info. Gross profit, RFO means sales. RFO means sales, 6 lakh. Gross profit is 20% on cost. Now students, pay attention. They have given gross profit, but gross profit is given on cost. If I know the amount of cost, on that amount, if I calculate 20%, I will easily get gross profit. I will easily get gross profit. But the problem is, I don't know cost. They have given me sales. They have given me selling price. But they have not given me cost price. Cost price is missing. Are you understanding the difficulty level, students? They have given 20% on cost, 20% on cost price. If I calculate 20% of cost price, I will get the profit. But the problem is I don't know cost profit. I don't know cost. So I got stuck here. Now I am going to give you one shortcut, one trick. Listen carefully. Now I am doing working note first. So what gross profit they have given? 20% on cost. 20% I am writing in fraction. 20 upon 100. I am simplifying the fraction. 1/5 on cost. Any doubt, students, so far? 20% you can write it in fraction as 20 upon 100. When you reduce it, you get 1 upon 5. 21s are 20, 25s are 100. Now see the magic. It is on cost. I am converting it on sales. From cost to sales, you have to plus. What you have to add? You have to add 1 in your denominator. If you add 1 in your denominator, it will become 1/6. This is the magic. Now your gross profit is 1/6 on sales. It got converted. This is convert ka rule. Likewise, if you want to convert in some other sum, if you want to convert from sales to cost, minus. So remember this convert ka rule. Cost to sale plus sale to cost minus. I am writing it down here. You copy later. Or you pause the video and copy this. If you are converting from cost price to selling price, you have to add. And if it is reverse, you have to minus. What you have to add and what you have to minus, students? You have to add and minus numerator. Here the numerator is 1. You will add 1 in your denominator. So 1/5 ka it will become 1/6. Now let's solve, student. 1/6 on sale. You know the sale amount. Sale amount is 6 lakh. So 6 lakh ka 1/6, very easy, students, 1 lakh. So you got the gross profit. Now you can easily find the gross profit ratio. So what is the formula, students? Gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit upon RFO into 100. Gross profit is 1 lakh. Sales is 6 lakh into 100. See what is your answer? It will be in percentage. 16.66. I am going to write it as 16.67%. Am I clear with this, students? Now, there is one more sum. This one we are going to solve. How to solve the next question? This was a chotu sum I have taken. Now let's try this one. This is your question. Let's try to solve this. Again, they are asking us to find gross profit ratio. Cash RFO is 25% of total sales. That is RFO. Credit RFO is given to you 9 lakh. And cash RFO they have given 25% of total. Remember, students, they have asked us to calculate 25% of total sales. We don't know total sales. So what you will be doing here, students? You will take total sales as X. Let total sales, that is total RFO, be X. Now, what will be your cash RFO? 25% on total sales, that is total RFO. So it will be 25x upon 100. Agreed? It's 25%. So 25 into x. This is x. We have taken x. So we have taken this as x. So x ka 25% I can write this way. 25x upon 100. Now second step. Cash RFO plus credit RFO is equal to total RFO. Agreed to this? Cash sales plus credit sales will give you total sales. Cash RFO I got 25x upon 100. Credit RFO given, students. Check in question. It is 9 lakh equal to total sales. You have taken total sales as x. So you have to transfer this on the right hand side. So 9 lakh equal to x minus 25x upon 100. You have to do LCM, students. So after doing LCM, your answer will be 75x upon 100. Agreed, students? Now, what will be your x ka value, students, here? X ka value will be 9 lakh into, divide 100 on the left hand side will be into 100 and into x, 75 into x will become divided by 75. This will give you total sales. So let's see what is your total sales. Lakh, students. Your total sales x ka value is 12 lakh. Let's continue here. So you got the total sales. Now, for gross profit ratio, we want total sales. So now I know total sale is 12 lakh. Now what I need to find gross profit. To find gross profit, cash RFO, purchases, credit RFO and excess of closing over the opening. So purchase is given, opening closing we need to find. Okay, fine. Cost of RFO. I need to find cost of RFO. Next step. Now, fine. So cost of RFO. See here, students, cost of RFO formula. Which one to use here? I'll be using this, students. This one. Cost of material consumed plus purchases. This is not given, students. Purchases is given to you. Change in inventory is given to you. So I am adding only these two formula. Purchases plus change in inventory. So purchases they have given to you 8,90,000, correct? 8,90,000. And excess of closing inventory over the opening inventory is 50,000. Means your closing inventory is greater. If your closing inventory is greater,
your change in inventory is in minus, I will write in bracket minus 50,000. If your closing inventory is in excess, means change in inventory is negative, so write minus 50,000. So your final answer is 8,40,000. If you minus this, plus minus minus, so your answer is 8,40,000. Now third step, you will get the gross profit, RFO minus cost of RFO. I have used this formula, students. Cost of RFO equal to RFO minus gross profit. What will be gross profit equal to? Gross profit equal to will be RFO minus cost. So RFO is 12 lakh minus cost of RFO 8,40,000. So what is your gross profit, students? 8,40,000 minus 12 lakh. 3,60,000. This is your gross profit. Now it's very easy to find the gross profit ratio. I am solving it here. So what is formula? This is fourth step. Gross profit ratio, that is equal to gross profit upon RFO into 100. Gross profit is 3,60,000. RFO is 12 lakh into 100. This will give you answer in percentage. Divide by 12 lakh into 100, that is 30%. This is how you will solve the sum. Thank you, students.